Morning, guys. Mark Fresh Protect Dog Training and Googie. Come on, Googie. Come on, Googie. She says, I like jumping up here. I haven't done much work with it. She's doing it on her own. Good girl, Googie. Good. There you go. I already fed her breakfast, so she's not going to be that hungry. She's teething, too, so she's going through sore teeth. Good girl. Good. There you go. Good. All right. Hup, hup. So our bonding period's not going to take too long. German Shepherds are pretty good about wanting attention and wanting that structure and pack instinct. All the things that have been bred into some of these dogs that have been really making them great companion dogs and to be with people. Good girl, good, there you go, good. Very receptive to body language, praise, all of it, right? They're a herding dog in the beginning is what they started out with. Being a herding dog, huh? Yeah, good girl. Yep, come on. So understanding the dog's nature and where their genetic stamps are at, in other words, what their genetics behind them, what they were bred to do is important. And these guys were herding dogs to start, and then companion dogs, and they did the job of, come on, good, good, good. There you go, good. She likes rocks, which is common with puppies. Got to teach them not to. So when you do is you go to their mouth and drag it out of their mouth and tap them on the nose with it. We'll show you how to do that at some point, I'm sure. Come on, come on. And I'm waiting for some kind of receptivity. There you go. Good. So all I did was I had the hot dogs in my hand, entice. And she wants, give some kind of luring behavior. So I'm going up and back to try to create that sitting. And she's not getting the food. She wants it until she finally sits, and then right away I click and I release the food, right? It's all about you when you release it, that timing. Good girl, come on, come on. Her attention span's not that good, and I just fed her breakfast. So what I'll do is start withholding breakfast until after I work her, because she's obviously affected by that being in her stomach, and now she's not as receptive to the food. So you got to pay attention to what you're doing and see what's going on with your flow and pattern. Get up in the morning, I take her out for a potty break, do my thing, put her in the kennel, and I got a bowl of food, and I fed her, and then I bring her out to work. Well, what's happening is she's not as receptive to the food. So these little patterns in your structure and your patterns are important to kind of be aware of and be watching and paying attention, because now I know that I'd be better served by robbing her of the food in the morning, getting her through that whole pattern, leaving her there, and don't feed her, come out and work her. She's going to want the food, and then feed her after I get done working, right? So again, pattern and routine tells me everything I need to do as I start to try to get her in tune with me. She's not giving me anything this morning. She's wanting to go after food, rocks, whatever's on the ground. See it? She don't care about me, right? So affects your training. You can't train her to do anything if she doesn't have what's called engagement, right? She's got to be engaged with me. So we use toys for that. Good girl, good, there you go. We use food for that. And then we keep things short and sweet. And then we do things of tricks like robbing her of attention, not giving her as any attention. And then when I bring her out, I give her all the attention in the world, and she starts learning where the good things happen, right? The good things happen when she's out here with me. Good. Oh, she says, I'm teething, Dad. I'm teething. Yes, I am. I got to be careful I don't pull too hard or yank too hard when those teeth are just coming in, huh? Yeah. Good girl. Good. There you go. Good girl. Good. We're only on the second day. Keep it in mind. I might take her to the park today, but I don't have the attention span that I want, and that's going to overwhelm her altogether. She's going to be on the ground. She's going to be sniffing. She's going to be smelling. People that are walking, another dog. All that's going to distract her. So you want to get enough of a pattern set into your behaviors of what you're trying to get out of her at home before you take her out in public, right? And then you get a little bit of that where she starts to understand the no good and yes, and what she's supposed to do. Yeah, I know. I see you. I see you. Yes, I do. Oh, good girl. Good. And then build on it slowly, right? I still haven't put a collar on her, which I'm going to. She's got a flat collar on, but I'm going to end up putting a little pinch on her. Gives me a little bit of ability to kind of tap and wake her up when her brain is so overwhelmed by the distractions, right? So we need something to make her say, hey, I'm over here, right? Good, good, good. You ready, ready? You ready, ready? Oh, good girl. Good. There you go. Good girl. Good. Good girl, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good girl, good. All right. Yeah. Oh, you're cheating. Oh, go get it. Go get it. Good girl, good. Yeah, yeah, go. Good girl, good. Yay. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Now, a lot of people would think of this as just playing with a dog. Well, you're not training, you're just playing. Well, the reality and truth, I always call it playing with a purpose, right? We play with a dog with a purpose. There's something behind what we're trying to achieve, even when it's play. Good girl. Another thing to pay attention as you start to see these videos come together and you start to see her growth. Watch and listen to my voice tone, my behavioral patterns of what I'm giving her with my voice tone and emotional states of mind that I'm getting out of her with my voice tone, right? Good girl, yay! It's squirrely. She's being corrected. It's more forceful. It's more down. No, bad dog, you know? So voice tone is, I always tell my customers, it's like playing an instrument, right? Like playing a fiddle. And your ability to take all those notes from the very high pitched, yeah, good, 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 to the low and the correction tones and all those tones of voice that you use when dealing with the animal. And realizing they're all based on emotion. When I see the dog doing something wrong, no, stop it, you know, and that comes from an emotional state of mind coming from you, where you need to learn to play that instrument so you can control that any which way you want and not be so overwhelmed by your emotional states of mind that you're not thinking, right? You got to be able to think of what you're causing with your voice tone and attitude. If I come too strong on the dog, dog's going to shirk away from me. I don't want the dog to show fear, so you have to gauge it. Every dog is different. Come on, baby. Good girl, good, there you go. Good girl, good. That's my girl. Good girl, good. Voice tone is very important, okay? Dogs don't understand language. Like you and I, we verbalize, we talk, we have a language that we use. Dogs' language is reading the body language. Everything comes from reading the dog's body language and what they show you and being able to understand where their ears are at, where their tail set is at, and their body language, everything tells you everything. And that takes practice. It takes getting around the dog enough that you start to understand what the dog is telling you through their body language and their emotional states of mind that is everywhere on the dog's body. I do this for a living, so obviously I'm going to be a little bit more receptive in ability than most people, right? This is just a very young dog that's giving no attention span right now. We only have, like I said, it's only the second day. She has no clue. So I've got to, I'm testing right now. She already ate breakfast. She doesn't have any want for the food. And she's telling me, because this will be a consistent behavior with her until we teach her to go the way I want her to go, which is with the right patterns and pattern sets. But it doesn't come overnight. That's a lot of this right now. This first 2-3 days of getting to know her and bonding with the dog is figuring out where her head's at. How does she perceive the world and what's her attitude? Two things I'll tell you right now that I've already noticed. She's stubborn. And the way I know that is because when I go into the kennel and she wants to get out, she doesn't take no for an answer. And I can sit there and I correct her. She gets correction. The door coming kind of slamming her face or squeezing her head in the door when she's trying to go out. It's not comfortable, right? It doesn't feel good. And then how much is she willing to comply to that and say, screw that, that doesn't feel good, and or I'm going to keep trying. She keeps trying. She's stubborn. And that's just her nature, right? And she's also very intelligent. So that's where dog psychology comes in. Understanding where the dog's head's at overall is important. Right now she's chewing on my hands. Nope. No. No. Good. Very common thing. And what I'll tell you about as we go along, I'm going to grab some toys, little chew hooves or something that's for her, and I'll teach her not to chew on me by giving a correction. I'll teach you how to do that and then redirecting her into what I do want her to go after. Right now, she has none of this in her lexicon. She doesn't understand it. Nope. Now, all I'm doing is I'm taking the gum and kind of pinching her the teeth and then pinching a little bit. No. Making it uncomfortable. Good. No. Good. Good. Nope. Good. Nope. Good. There you go. Good. She's trying to figure out where this pain's coming from. The main thing with correction is to be done and over with, right? I don't lord over. I don't get emotional and, oh, you stop it and get frustrated. They pick up on all that. When you show them frustration and you're trying to control them, that only increases it, right? So being done and over with is real important with your corrections, right? We'll be yakking the screen, giving you all this insight in regards to her and who she is and how I'm dealing with it. Nope. Good. No. Good. Done and over with, right? Good girl. Good girl. And then right to the praise. Good. That's good. When she does the right thing. Good girl. Notice my voice tone changed. It went from a high squirrely that creates stimulus, in other words, excitement, that could get in my way, and I changed my voice tone. I went, good. Hear it? Good. Voice tone is everything. Nope. Good. Good. That's my girl. Good. No. Good. That's my girl. Good girl. Good. Done and over with. She's already starting to learn. Good. And then I go calm. Good. Denoting what I want. And this takes the dog's brain to that. And after a time, these behaviors set in. Her mental attitude and how she deals with the world changes. Most people do the opposite. They get frustrated, they get mad, they don't understand why the dog's biting on their hands, and it's hard for them to understand it. They come at it with frustration. No, knock it off. And the dog only feeds on that. You're only increasing it. Good. So how you deal with things is real important. And timing, right? I'm giving her the opportunity. I'm good. And then I'm waiting for her to figure it out. Good. And then showing her that's what I want. Good girl. She's allowed to lick. She's licking. Good girl. Good. As soon as the teeth touch my hand and she does that, I'll right away reach over and give her a little pinch. And then she learns from pattern and routine what's positive and negative. And that's what I'm basically teaching her right now, the positive and negative side, right? There's a negative that happens when you're doing the right thing, the wrong thing, and there's a positive that happens when you're doing the right thing, right? And if you understand that as you go along, you'll start to be able to get a lot better control over. But 90% of this comes from you, right? Your education, your understanding, your knowledge base is the key. Because without that, you don't understand how to operate the machine. You can't drive the car because you don't know how to drive the car. It takes practice. And after time, you learn how to drive the car and you're fine. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. I've just got one up on you. I started this when I was about 8, 9 years old. Professionally, when I was 16. My own dog at 12. And then I went out and I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a professional dog trainer. So I went out and found a dog training firm, took my first German Shepherd that I had, and I trained him and did all my protection. I did a bunch of stuff with him before I ever went and introduced myself to them. And as soon as I thought I could have enough to show off with, I went down there and showed them what I could do. And their jaws hit the ground. Because for a kid to be able to do what I was doing at that age, good, there you go, good girl, good, was amazing to them, right? Good. But back then, all I cared about was doing bite work, doing protection work. Good. So I ended up having them help me get a job in Oakland and took off to Oakland on a bus straight out of high school. I graduated, and the next week I was on a bus going to Oakland. I lived in the back of a kennel in Oakland. Little white boy. Going to Oakland, which was 99% African American and black in the city. You want to talk about culture shock? I was definitely out of my area, but I learned a lot. Good. From the adventure, and I was there a couple years. Yep, come on, let's go. Good dog, good. Good girl. Now she spit that. It tells me a lot about her want for the food. Right now she's just doing it. Good girl, good. And then her chewing, she's mouthing really heavy on the chewing. That tells me the teething. Her teeth are bugging her. She doesn't have good chompers yet. They're just coming in now. She's just losing her baby teeth and going into her adult teeth. We call that teething. Come on. Up, up. Good girl, good. All right, we're pretty much done. I showed her the toys. I did a lot of bonding. I had something I could correct her on, going negative and positive. Good. There you go. Good, good, good. Showing her how to win. Showing her how to get to the positive side. Using my voice tone a lot, and as time goes along, this will be in what's imprinted in her brain. So as she gets back home, understanding how I've done that with my voice tone and getting into that is important, because you're going to need to mimic me like you mimic a parrot, all right? Good dog. Good dog. In the beginning, as time goes along, you get better and better skills. You won't have to be sounding exactly like me, but in the beginning, it's going to be important because she's been trained by me, right? Every trainer is different. Nope, come here. All right, you little shit. Now, this is a good example. She wants to do what she wants to do, and I want to do something, and she knows what I want. Come on, you. Come on, you. Up, up. Good girl. Yeah, you go. Good girl. Good. Yeah, you go. And then every time something happens, she does the right thing. Voice tone goes to the squirrely. Good girl, good. Right away telling her that that's the right thing to do, right? And as time goes along, that's that part of the communication baseboard. No. Good. Listen to the voice tone. Good. There you go. Good. I give her the opportunity. Good. She doesn't do it. Nope. Good. Good girl. All right, so this is all part of our learning and growing our relationship towards our communication baseboard, right? So I'm trying to accent right now is the voice tone's real important. No, no, bad dog, no. I said no, didn't I? She likes to chase rocks because that's prey items, so we got to be careful that she doesn't ingest anything. And I'll be reaching down and grabbing her mouth when she puts one in her mouth, pinching the gums, and then knocking her on the nose with it, throwing it away with disdain. Good girl. Come here. There's a whole process involved with that. It's real common. Puppies are all the same in a lot of ways. Some have more drive and more want to do certain things than other ones, right? She's got a rock fetish. Good. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Good. You ready? Ready? You ready? Ready? Get it. We hear the voice tone when I said ready, ready. That's going to be a key word for her, by the way, guys. Ready, ready is going to be a pump up word. It means, are you ready? And it's going to increase her whole drive to want, to enthusiasm. Ha, yes, good girl. Good. You ready, ready? Good girl. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Go get it. Good girl. All these voice tones are going to mean something to her. Good. All right, you ready, ready? Good girl, good girl. You ready, ready? Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Good girl, yay. All right, we're done for now. Good girl. I know. I see you, baby. I see you. Talk to you guys later. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Googie.